Hey guys, so how is everybody? And you'll have to forgive if you can't hear for the rain. It has been pouring all day. I just got that little XL 130 running. I've had it sitting here forever, since back in the winter, I think. And sadly, all it needed was a fuel line and a carb kit, but I was running it and the clutch kind of flew apart sitting here, and I find whatever piece came off of it and get that lined out, or get another clutch or something, because that saw just sounds freaking snappy for a stock old Homelite. It kind of blew my mind at the throttle response it had and how torquey it felt just sitting here on the bench revving the thing. I said, well hell, I said, I want to get my old Super XL that we built out, or just mainly ported it. My uncle gave me the saw back, it was back early winter, I guess, and I think I put a carb kit in it to get it running with it and make some test cuts. I will say that we did swap the piston out, but I left the same ring and cylinder that was there. There was some places on the bottom of the original piston where it had been rubbing the transfers, the lower part of the transfers, and I just didn't like how it looked, so I put another piston in it while I was there. Just another old wore out OEM Super XL piston, but didn't really do a whole lot of port work to it. Done a base gasket delete. I remember widening and polishing the exhaust port. I know I didn't raise it any at all. Thing had a really thick base gasket. Seemed like it was 30 thousandths plus or something crazy, but squish on it's still horrible. But you know, it picked up a lot of compression from where it was at, and I'm wanting to say we started with 125 or 130 psi or something, which on a lot of these things is normal, I reckon. This one had like 80 thousandths squish, or over 80 thousandths originally, and it's probably somewhere in the 50 thou range now. It ain't a whole lot better, but we done that, and I done some transfer work. I did cut a couple boost ports in it, and I changed out the muffler cover that was originally on it for this one. It was on some other saw, one of the other saws that I had here, but I really think the saw could honestly benefit from a little more muffler. But on another note, in that video, you're welcome to watch it, in the same piece of wood. Like I said, I reused the same cylinder, the same ring that came out of it, so there wasn't no cheating. And I even had new rings and seals laying here, and you know what? They're still over here in the filing cabinet. We picked up 33% in the time to cut, and you can tell running the saw, you can hear it in the videos, it's just that much more refined than it was when it was bone stock. But I want to start it up just to see how it kind of feels as comparison to that XL 130, both 58 cc's, but my understanding there is a lot of differences between the XL 130 and a plain old Super XL. I won't really know till I get into it, but we will get into it eventually sometime this year, I think. And I've not had this running. Like I said, it may not even start. We may have to prime it or something to get it going. It does have fuel in it. I always shake them up just to get the ethanol blended up in it. It is what it is. She definitely vibrates. It doesn't make getting the load jet easy to get at all. And it is definitely louder than the other saw. Doesn't look like it's oiling at all though. May not be no oil in it, but there comes some oil out of manual oiler, so there's oil in it. Doesn't look like the auto oiler is working at all, but that don't matter anyway for what it is. Probably just needs took apart and something cleaned, I'm sure, but I don't know, this one definitely revs higher than the other, but I didn't really tune much on the other one at all. I tuned the low jet, and the high jet was just kind of where it was at turning a quarter out, but this one did want a little more fuel on the low jet. Like I said, I have no idea how long it's been since I started it, but 15 pulls, I'm assuming everything was completely dry. Down to the diaphragms, fuel line, all of it. Let's see how it fires back up. Alright guys, I don't know if you could see on that tech, but she ain't really no screamer. She's turning stockish RPMs, but we didn't really change much that would have hindered giving it more RPMs anyway. We actually lowered the exhaust roof, so you know, in hopes for even more torque out of the saw, but and it did. Saw ran good. I need to get it out and run it some more, but the plan is in the future to run it against that XL 130, but I don't know, this thing feels good. Feels, you know, it just feels really refined. I believe adding another port to the muffler, again, it's just single outlet, it's stock, it ain't been ground on or anything. Maybe adding another deflector down here somewhere, it may wake it up even more, I don't know, but honestly, I was pretty happy with the way it turned out in the end anyway when we ported it, and I've honestly got enough parts to completely build, you know, one of these from scratch, and that was kind of the plan. I've got new rings, I've got new crank seals, and I've got almost 2 complete saws out there, I think. I could be wrong on that, but I know we have one almost complete saw. Then we have your basic old blue and white XL12. That's probably the next Homelite we'll get out and do something with. I've never ran one of those in stock form. Around here, these things and your little Super 2s were about all the Homelites you've seen, as far as, you know, people having them on farms and stuff. And when I started doing this stuff back in the 90s, I fooled around with a lot of these and a lot of Super 2s, mainly Super 2s, because these damn things here never messed up. But anyway, you know, I thought I'd shoot a quick little video for you guys. What I'll do is I may or may not throw in a clip of that XL 130 running, but you know, it'll be the video before this one. You're welcome to watch. But as always, you guys stay safe. Everybody have a good one.